Yeah, Roman. Yeah, welcome to today's analysis. Now we'll be starting with the so we know we're starting the XAU USD. In XAU USD, we took a trade yesterday and it was likely a took a sell from here after the market broke out and when it was reversing to this point, but it gave us we dumped out of the trade earlier because the trend was not looking fair enough. So the market went up again, and if another reversal should happen to this point, then it means market buying should keep buying. This was likely a buy that was supposed to happen. So we are supposed to have a buy from here instead. That was why I hooked out of the trade early, if you can remember. So the next we have the GBP JPY. GBP JPY, as you can see, the daily time frame market has been heading back up after expecting this point a bit and coming down. Since it has been going up, let's see on the 4 hours what's happening on the 4 hours. Kind of more buys are happening now. So this is the first and second bounce on the trend line, so the third one should happen. After the third one, market keep pushing, but there's no entry for a buy, no entry for a buy now. So we'll just keep waiting and see what the market has to offer later in the day, except it comes to respect this other block here, which might not happen. On Euro USD, if you check the daily time frame on Euro USD, you can see market has been heading up to respect this other block and start dumping. So if you see on the 4 hours, more buys are happening, and this should be a break of structure. Market can respect this other block here, which has not happened yet. So just keep waiting to see what the market has to offer later in the day. And if you check the Euro US, the GBP USD, if you remember, we took a trade on this pair yesterday and it gave us this SL here because it seems this is the second bounce on this trend line, then this is another bounce again. So it seems it's still being on the uptrend instead of changing to a downtrend, likely to keep buying. We're supposed to sell to this point, but there's no clear entry for a sell yet. So we'll just keep waiting to see if there will be any entry during the day. On AEDJPY, if you take the daily time frame, you can see market has been selling the whole time, making a bit of reversal here. So that does not give a clear entry for a buy, nor it doesn't give a clear entry for a sell yet. And NZDJPY, if you see the daily time frame, it's sold to this point already, so a buy is likely to start happening from here, which has not made a change of character yet. On EUR GBP, if you check the daily time frame, you can see market is buying to buy to this point, and a sell will start happening. So if you're looking out for more buys, and there's no clear entry for a buy yet. On CAD JPY, if you check the daily time frame, you can see market seems to be selling a bit of buy should happen. There's not really a clear one there on daily time frame. On 4 hours, you can see it's more like buy is happening but no entry. On GBP if you check the daily time frame, you can see market has been buying. What to this point was supposed to make a reversal but kept buying, did not respect that point, and more buys are happening. More buys are happening as well. So if you see now on the 4 hours time frame, more buys are happening, but there's no clear entry. 1 hour as well, more buys are happening. You guys see touching here the first time, second time, and this is another touch. So you just keep pushing. But there's no entry for us on that. On AUD USD, we have been holding this trade since yesterday, and this is it. Supposed to have 1:4 on this. So in case it reverses, it's going to contest this, which will already break even on the trade. So if you contest this, you just keep pushing up. And if it reverses to our SL, there is no loss for us. We have already break even on this trade, so we should be waiting for the TP before NF. I guess today is supposed to be NFP, so we're waiting for TP before the NFP. On AUD card, if you check the daily time frame on AUD card, you can see market has been most likely supposed to sell to this point, then the buy will start happening. You see on the 4 hours, you can see that sell is trying to activate with this. So if it goes up a bit, it's going to start selling from this point again to move downward. So let's keep waiting and see what happens during the day because there is no clear entry for the buy as well on the 1 hour. On USD JPY, if you check daily time frame, you can see market has been buying the whole time. Same on the 4 hour, small buy is happening, and as well the 1 hour more buy is still happening. And here we have an entry I've been waiting for since yesterday. This might not happen today, so we have to wait for it till next week if it does not happen today. On USD card daily time frame, if you see market bought to this point already, broke out of this point and kept going up. So we're expecting more buys on this pair. Same as well in this side, more buys happening. On CHF JPY, you can see on the daily time frame, market has been buying the whole time. After reversing to this point, a buy is happening already. So if you see on the 4 hour, small buy is happening here. And on the 1 hour, I drew this because I was thinking market bounce on this first time, second time, and now it broke out of this, and it should reverse to test this trend line at this point here. So if it reverse to test it at this point, so it's going to go a bit lower. There should be a test at some point. So let's see if that happens. So I'm going to look for an entry from there. On Eurocard, if you check the daily time frame, you can see market tested this point already. So if you see on the 4 hours, it's already trying to reverse. If you check the 1 hour, more reversal happening, but there's no entry. On CAD CHF, if you check the daily time frame, you can see market has been buying the whole time. You see the 4 hours as well, more buys happening, more hours as well. So if you come to the 1 hour, you can see more buys are still happening here. More like, sorry, if you see on the daily time frame, you can see it's supposed to sell to this point. So if you come to the 4 hours, you can see that sell has already been activated, but there's no clear entry. If you see on the 1 hour as well, the sales are still active, but no clear entry yet. So just keep waiting to see what happens during the day. On Euro CHF daily time frame, you see it went to this point already. So it's trying to make a reversal for a sell. Let's see on the 1 hour if the sell has activated. There has not been any sell active yet. So if you check the AUD CHF, on AUD CHF daily time frame, market is not clear on this. Structure is not clear here, but you can see on the 4 hours this is more likely to reverse to a buy. If it buys to this point here, then there should be a sell happening. And if you see on the 1 hour, more buys are happening there. On GBP AUD daily time frame, if you check the daily time frame, you can see market is trying to reverse to this point, then a buy will start happening. So you should be looking out for more sales on this pair till it gets to that point. On GBP card, if you check the daily time frame, you can see it bought to this point already, trying to make a reversal for a sell now. So if you check on the 1 hour, is that sell active yet? The sell is active, but there have not been a clear entry for it. So we just keep waiting. Market book out of this, and if it should reverse to this point, it should contest somewhere around here, and we should can look for a sell from this point here. On NZD USD, if you check the daily time frame, this market has been selling to sell to this point, and a buy will start happening. If you see only 4 hours, no entry for now. 1 hour as well, no entry. On NZD CHF daily time frame, you can see market is selling to sell to this point, and a buy will start happening. You see on the 4 hours, no entry for now. In the 1 hour as well, no entry for now. On Euro JPY daily time frame, you can see market has been buying the whole time, so buy to this point, then the sell will start happening, but there is no entry for now on either of the lower time frame. On AUD NZD, you can see on the daily time frame, market has been buying, and so buy it's most likely to reverse to this point, then the buy will continue. On 4 hours as well, more buys are happening, more buys are still happening, no change of character yet. On daily time frame for NZD card, you can see market already tested this point and it's trying to make a reversal to the top, but there's no entry for any reversal yet. So we just keep waiting to see what happens. On GBP NZD daily time frame, market has been buying the whole time to buy to this point, then a reversal will happen. On 4 hours, more buys happening, but no entry. On 1 hour as well, more buys happening, but no clear entry. On Euro NZD daily time frame, so market tested this point already and it's trying to make a reversal for a sell. On 4 hours, it has not changed character on 1 hour yet, so just keep waiting. On Euro AUD daily time frame, on daily time frame, market has been buying the whole time. 4 hours, more buys happening, and 1 hour, the buys are still happening. If you see on 4 hours, you can see there's a trend line, there's another block it missed here. So if you see on 1 hour, it's trying to make a reversal for that. Let's see if that reversal is clear enough on 15 minutes. No, it's not clear enough on 15 minutes as well. We'll just keep waiting. On USD CHF, if you check the daily time frame, Market tested this point already, so a sell should start happening from here, which has not give a proper change of character yet. So that will be all for today. Thank you all for joining, and see you all on the next one, probably next week. This is Friday already. I wish you guys a happy weekend ahead.